Let's go tour this $3.5 million Coto home. Let's go inside. All right, so here is the entrance of the front door as we walk in. Very grand opening, lots of natural light. We have an office here to our right. There's a lot of space here. Again, this is over 5,600 square feet. This is the office. It could be a bedroom if you need another one. As we walk in, we got the stairway, wrought iron staircase right there. This goes out, there's like a lot of entrances as you go in and out of the property, but this goes to, there's two different two-car garages right through here. We'll see that in a little bit. You got the half bath right here. We got the formal dining room. And then the stairway here. So we'll go through some of the details of the property. For $3.5 million in South Coto for 5,600 square feet, this actually isn't a horrible price. The problem is, as you see it in person, like this, it's a great home, don't get me wrong, but it almost feels like there was a tenant that lived here. It's a little dirty. You can tell like there's been a lot of touch-up paint over the years, and it just needs a little bit of love and also remodeling. I think this is positioned, so this is in South Coto. So there's two gates to get to here, the main Coto gate and then the specific neighborhood gate. So that's a nice touch. You are on the corner in the cul-de-sac here, washer dryer room. And there's a lot of privacy here. You'll see some of the, so this is the downstairs full bathroom. Have a little view of the pool right here. But, and then this is a doorway to the outside as well. But with a little bit of love, this home really could be dialed in. Definitely need to update some of the lighting. It's just a little bit, I guess I would almost kind of call it hodgepodging here. Another little doorway outside. But we'll see many views of the rolling hills here in South Coto, and then also you can see, have a pretty good view of Saddleback Mountain. All right, moving upstairs, got some wainscoting. We got the wrought iron gate here. Nice little touch. As we come up this staircase to the right, as you can hear the lovely smoke detectors. So this property's been on the market for a while. It's really just been positioned kind of bad, unfortunately, online. The pictures don't look good. There's also no property description on the market, which doesn't help. Honestly, it looks like they just put this on the market with a family friend, and he or she just slapped it on the market real quick. So here's one of the views, which is nice. All right, let's see a couple of the guest rooms. So high ceilings, crown molding, new floors. Here's one of the rooms. This is a spacious room, full bathroom. We'll go to another room. So lots of windows. This is a pretty big room in here. Another walk-in bathroom. Looking at some of the views from the bedrooms. This one's pretty nice here. Get to see most of Coto de Caza from over there. But yeah, this is in South Coto. Very nice neighborhood. A lot of the homes look very nice. We already saw the loft over there. And we got another room here. Walk-in closet, full bathroom, and bedroom. This is looking over the front of the house. Definitely a lot of privacy here. The the master bedroom is pretty vast, I would say. So here's like the front part of the bedroom. Could make this a little reading nook right here. Another view. We got the dual-sided fireplace. And then we step up into a really massive room size in here for your bed and furniture. Lots of room. We got sound system speakers in the ceiling. Patio overlooks your pool, a little bit of the hills in super South Coto. Very comfortable, but as we walk throughout and now as we go into the master bathroom, you can see it needs a little bit of love. It needs to be fully repainted. You probably are going to redo most of the finishes in here because they're just a little bold and specific. I think that's actually quite nice, his and hers. Most buyers in this price range, I don't think they're gonna love this style. And so I think that they're gonna redo some of the touches, even though that it's not terrible, but it's a little bit bold, a little bit specific, and it needs a little bit more love to make this dialed in. I mean, honestly, for 5,600 square feet, 4-car garage, a big lot, South Coto. If you also redo the backyard, we're gonna go finish up at the backyard right now. This really, I mean, honestly, this could be over a $4 million property if they did it right. I don't think this is gonna sell for 3.5. Honestly, I think this is probably closer to a $3 million sale here. Walk in the side yard. It's gonna get a little windy here. But if you did that whole grand California room here, opened these walls up with the bifolding doors, redid the pool, you got a good amount of space back here to do that. But it just needs to be redone. Again, this is 3.5 million, 5,600 square feet. And just really quiet. Take a look at some of the front yard. So this is the front. There's that cul-de-sac right there. And this is a little like motor court as you can drive in to your two two-car garages, making it 4 cars, which is nice. And that's the view. Really nice view. Super quiet here. I can't even tell you how quiet it is here. But just a really nice property. All right, so that concludes today's tour of this property in Coto de Caza right behind me. Again, 3.5 million. If you have any questions on this property or you would like a private tour, leave a comment below and we'll see you in the next video.